What up, guys? This is Casey is Raw again, and today is day 2 of video game hunting. Today is Friday, so what I decided to do is to use some future funds and decide to go get that Nintendo Famicom system in its box. Because I think it'd be badass to have one in its box. So, I thought it was awesome. And I hadn't got anything cool like that in a while. I'm going, oh gosh. I was going to go around this guy's shit's all fucked up. No, now he's speeding up because I want to get around him. His freaking ass end's all fucked up. But that's Oklahoma for you. You could drive literally on a chassis with no steering wheel. You could use it like a pair of vice grip for a steering wheel. And no doors and everything. The only thing you really need is a seat belt, your lights, and your license plate. Like, my late wife, she was just shocked about seeing someone with their hood missing. I'm like, I was about to say, really? That shocks you? But then I get to Pennsylvania and they're freaking, their inspection is crazy. Oklahoma, the asshole with the fucked up rear end nearly just almost rear-ended me. Fucking asshole. I don't know, maybe he got pissed off that guy in front of the motherfucker. But I'm just glad I'm off. It's 77 degrees today right now. The sun's been coming in and out today. It's more cloudy. It's cloudy just almost as like yesterday. My goal is right now, I'm going to go all the way to the furthest vintage dock and come back towards, well, no, actually first I'm going to hit the closest one I'm heading towards right now. Hit that one, then go to the furthest one, and then if nothing else, I'll go get that Nintendo Famicom in its box. And then maybe I'll pick up the Super Famicom in the later date. But, oh gosh, today, I just couldn't wait to get out today. I was literally, I was about to say this close to get out before I got snagged. But my boss was saying, you need to put this stuff in this trailer and this trailer and this. So I'm waiting. I'm doing, finishing up, checking alignment, checking what's called the trail arm bushings. That's what's the trail arms. That's pretty much attached to the axle and everything, and the bushing fine, and then the wheel ends where you got all the bearings was fine. So I believe what we figured out 2 things: the 3 out of 4 shocks were leaking. And 2, they put newer tires on the ass end and worn out tires on the front. So it wasn't as bad as they were saying. The tires were covered in tar. But it wasn't that bad. Why can't we be friends? We're about to get close to where it is. Seeing one giant flat United States flag. I was having fun with some people today. There's a bunch of people who are Trump people. Obviously, they were what they call it, Republicans. I'm a Democrat, but if I had my voter's registration, I would have voted for Trump. But everyone's some of the guys on the rec side, they're like, oh, he's a Trump lover or whatever. No, I mean a Biden lover. So I decided to screw with them. And it was like, hell Biden. Like hell Hydra. And then later on I went to one of the... I'm a redneck, but goodness gracious, this one other dude was trying to see his top beard. He's a bigger redneck than I am, and he really hates Biden. So I went to him and was like, hey, if it's not Biden, then it ain't right. Hey, like, if they think I'm a Biden lover, then I figured, why not play with it? You know, it's funny, some of the people who will poke fun at you a little bit, they don't like it if you do it right back at them. I'm like, if you're gonna do it, at least take it back, have a little fun. I'm not being, like, malicious, I'm not being an asshole. They just don't like it and having fun with it. I would never see the day where there would be a billboard that would advertise for a pot dispensary. Why can't we be friends? Wow. Oh, just jump from 77 to 81. The sun is peeking out a little bit. Looking around. I'm just glad the weekend's here for me. I just can't wait. I don't know why I just did that. I just wanted to stop the video for a second so I can get a drink, and we're nearly there, so I'll see you guys in a few. one just got out of this vintage stock. It looks like this one's staying in retro gaming. It looked like a couple of them was planning to get out of. Like the one literally right behind. Damn! Ooh. That was a hard sneeze right there. Yeah, it looked like they're getting out retro gaming because they consolidated a lot of them. Like two of the stores looks like it. And there's another store like further out. So, but I'm not planning to go over that one. But that one looks like it stays in retro gaming. And it had a bunch of rare games. Actually, they had a huge lot came in. If I was this person's friend and I found out what games they had, like they had Scat, they had, they had a bunch of them. They had like, Mega Man 5, there was, Bases Loaded 4. I only recently got that this past year. Had Miss Pac-Man, the licensed version of it, not made by Tengen / Atari, but I think this one was made from Namco. But what sucked is that most of it had the writing all over. I don't know if these were autographs, I didn't look hard, or they were just, I mean, if they're autographs, then, I mean, I wonder who they're autographs of, but, I mean, the only ones see, I can understand a person's name and maybe like their phone number, but this thing was just covered with writing all over. So I'm wondering if it was autographs, because I done that with the Game Chasers and 8-Bit Eric. Like I had them sign my Double Dragon, Battletoads Double Dragon. That game goes over $100, but the reason I did that is because there's a funny episode of the Game Chasers. The Game Chasers caught 8-Bit Eric slipping just because he found that game for extremely cheap, but had a piece of a Blockbuster sticker on it. And I kicked myself in the ass. Oh, so going back, I would so I think it was 2016 or 2017 I had them sign it because I thought it'd be hilarious for them signing it. And it was at too many games. So I think it was Billy who said, "You want Eric to sign it?" It's like, hell yeah, I want him to sign it. And of course, when they saw it, he's like, you knew exactly why. Because the famous words, "caught you slipping," was pretty much invented because of that. So, but I was going to go back talk about that Miss Pac-Man thing. Back when I was living in Pennsylvania, Second Charles had one Miss Pac-Man, the licensed version, in its box, and that was that close to buy it, and I didn't, and eventually it was sold, and I regretted not ever picking that up. So I sold this one for $25. So I was I'm not sure. You know what? You don't see that game often. You know what? I might try to see if I can figure out how you get these Sharpie markers off. See if I can do that, then go back and pick it up. Honestly, I don't want it all. I don't care, like a little price sticker. I mean, a lot of my freaking games has the price sticker still on it. Maybe if I pull it out and play it, then I'll take the sticker off. Or if I'm going to go and sell it, honestly, I'm going to take the sticker off. I don't want them to, like, oh. It's like, oh, you paid this for this? Then we're going to offer you this for it. So, another pot dispenser. Well, let's start. That's the first one I saw, so that's one for the day. Even though it might not be a big number. Oh gosh. I was going to go hit the further vintage stock, but then it's 5 o'clock pretty much. So I was like, you know what? I can hit this one and then go over there. So what I'm planning to do is borrow money from the next paycheck to get this one. To get the Famicom. Because it's not going to be uncommon to find the Famicom apparently around here, but finding its box, that's uncommon to find it unless you get it imported yourself. Then you're going to ask a little bit more because you put the effort to get it. Unless this game store, they order stuff from, they buy stuff off eBay, hopefully from cheap, and they flip it. I mean, hey, that's the name of the game, right? Like, they'll put it out there, see how much if they can get for it, and if they get it, they make profit. You know what? Good for them. More power to them. And they put some of their stuff on eBay all the time. You know what? I'm actually gonna probably turn here. That's 2 right there. Private stash. Well, it's funny. You got one side, you got a tattoo place. At one point, you had trying to get tattoos was illegal, and tried to get pot. It was honestly illegal. Just saw something cool. They have a place that says Toys Collectibles. If I had more time, I would check it out. I don't want to waste my time right now because the game store is only open for less than an hour. And I want to get there because now I decided to pick up the Famicom. So, But I was gonna point out, and what's funny, not only they made getting tattoos, well, you have tattoo shops legal now. Now you have pot dispensaries are legal now. You know, I guess, I don't know if it's like fully legal, like they decriminalized it, or it's just under. I think you have to have a medical card. So, yeah, it's starting to look murky out here. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead, and if I get it, I'll show it off, and then I'll talk to you guys when I head to there. It'd be hilarious if those two bitches are still at that. I mean, obviously they won't be there from last night, but I'm saying as like maybe they're waiting out front again. I couldn't believe that. I had to go drive right around them. I went to the ATM, pulling some money out, and then when I was pulling around so I can get to an easier way to get on this street, I just met up with this guy right here. I saw this guy in this motorcycle to my left. He cut through a neighborhood, and I caught up with him. But back to that, it was like, I went to the ATM, and then when I got out, hooked around, and I couldn't believe they were still there. Like, really? Like, how stupid you two must be just to hang out in the parking lot, standing in the parking lot. Like, I literally had to go around them once. And I gave them a honk, and they gave me a dirty look. I'm like, I'm not the one, standing in the middle of a parking lot. It'd be hilarious. And when I saw that dirty look, that's when I started yelling. And no, they're not there. I'd probably be hilarious if they're there again. I don't know if there were some employees in front of the store or what. But, I mean, you gotta love how stupid some people are. But yeah, I'm gonna hit the game store, so I'm about there. So I'll see you guys in a few. Alright guys, so I got out of the game store. Luckily, that not only they had both of them, and I was able to borrow money for next paycheck. It's here, right here, the Nintendo Famicom. Not in the greatest shape. We got a couple nicks here and there, but wonder if that's how it's shipped with the foam on the other side, or they just didn't. So that's pretty cool to have that. So what exactly that is the Japanese version of the NES. That actually came out 2 years before the NES came out. Actually, you had the test areas selling them for the NES in America, but it was like 80. This came out in 83. The test markets was 85, while the rest of the world was 86. So, I saw this. It's like, I've never seen the Famicom in its box. It's always loose. So, and they also have a Super Famicom. I might try it. I might double dip to get that one. Or I might try I might find some trades. So that was one thing that was cool. So I didn't really need to borrow the money. I just didn't have a lot. Sorry, I just saw this hot chick with this really old dude. This dude almost, hate to say this guy almost looks, he's raggedy. So I was like, oh. So whatever. So I'm heading towards the next one. So I don't know if I might show off if I find anything over there. If not, really have nothing else to say. I mean, it was cool to pick this up. What sucks that, like, I really don't need it because I got the other one that has the disk drive in there, but right now, currently, the disk drive is not working, and mine was modded, and I think they used mine that's modded. And I think if you try to use this, you need to have a TV that goes like up to 93, or you could use a channel 93. You could use probably a more modern TV, or a VCR or wherever. But yeah, I'm heading toward. Oh wow! They just tore down this car wash that was pretty much a detailing, full service, and everything. Wiped it out. So I don't. That's wild. So, yep. So if I find something later, I'll report to you. If not, I'll see you guys later. See ya. Bye. you guys figure out that 52? I believe I know that. I think that right there, that adapter right there goes to that. Oh. Well. Oh, you plug the power. And then you put they kind of did where they put the power supply in here, and then plug your coax cable right there. Is that AC adapter? Is that for that one? That the one that says Atari? Yep. I've been thinking about that because I've been wanting to get 5200.
That's all it is. It's just
I'm wondering if I do buy it and if I test it and if it ain't working, can I return it?
as is.
I can probably get, if it's not working, maybe I can get Grill House to fix it. Because I've been wanting to get 5200. Yeah, they do. I think they just don't do more, newer repairs. But they do retro. I used to have that guy up there. Yeah, that's when I was getting out of Power Rangers. Wow. Amazing. she knows. See how thinking about well, let's see what about these two Game Gear games. Oh, today. How much are the boxes? Oh, okay. Oh. You know what? I might think about the 5200 because, like I said, I've been dying to get one for a while. And I actually had one, but I sold it off a long time ago. Oh, those are those wearable? No joke. I might have some trade-ins that I would probably want to try to get that 5200. I got some Star Trek toys that I picked up, and then I'm like, it's cool to look at the toys, but I'm more into games, so I'll bring those in because when I got them, I was like, these video games on finest spot. Alright, what time you guys open? Oh, alrighty. Yeah, I'll see you later. See you, man.